Gang, and I'm back with another one. I'm at the car lot with my son. Stop doing that, boy. Boy, out here kicking water. It's hot as hell. So I'm looking at C300s today. Ooh, I like that one. And trying to see if I do get something, what can I pull off with? So this is what I like. This right here, the C300s. You know, it's got that sporty look to it. Got that sporty feel. I don't know. The car kind of small, man. And the only one that I saw that was even worth it had the sunroof slide back. But it's kind of small though, like, I guess because, you know, now I'm in a Passat and it's so big. It's like, I can't get no 300. I gotta get something bigger than that. Hold on, son, hold up. Okay, that's a Maserati. You know, E350, I'm about to go bigger. I like them, but they just tiny though in the inside. You know, I know my girl gonna be driving it mostly, but damn. It ain't all like I thought it was. But I'm gonna keep looking though. And I'm gonna try to see what they'll give me for mine. I'm also gonna look on the lot. Come on, man. Come on. No, it's an old car. You want me to get some old Maserati? I don't want that. So I'm gonna look around, man. This lot, you see I'm on this lot. It's huge. And I'm gonna try to find a car. And then it's about what they give me for mine, you know what I'm saying? Cause got my hair in the ponytail. I'm not trying to let mine go when I know it's worth some bread. So I thought I'd come down here anyway. I was kind of debating not even doing this, but I was like, you know what? Let me get out. Let me see what they got. So I'll ride back with y'all in a minute. Maybe if they got something that is reasonable. So,
and that does have a bigger screen. So we can listen to any new music.
You don't need a big screen to listen to music. Yo, we talking about the dash.
I'm talking about some cars. You know, the cars that are big.
But you don't need all that to listen to music. That don't make sense.
No, not the. So, what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I was thinking we should get some little cars with the screens down top of the car.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Inside in the top.
Okay, we'll check them out. Let me see what they got. They got this 2016 A6. It's a nice little 20 for a dub. That's a nice little upgrade from the Passat.
Nice.
I might be able to fold that one. I was looking at an A6 too.
Oh, I like this one, guys. It's blue.
Hold on, this is big boy too.
This one, big blue. That's what I call big blue.
You might want that basic thing.
And what's this?
Those are Audis, A7s, A4s. That's A6 hard. Okay, so basically, my understanding, I wanted to get an appraisal done on the Passat, and he was telling me that what they do is, I ain't gonna throw the name out there, but the lot I went to, who wanted me to come see them, basically said, due to the year, they don't buy it back outright, but whatever they're willing to give me for the car, they'll add that to the price of whatever else I'm trying to get. And for me, that's a no-go, because you're trying to lowball the vehicle I'm in to get me to buy something else, when I might well just keep the vehicle I'm in and then come in and buy the car I want from y'all in cash and lower the price again. You know, so that's not a deal for me. I also learned that I really don't like the C300 like I thought I did. I like looking at it come down the street. I like Benzes. I love the front, love the backs, and the insides. I'm kind of like a cockpit situation. I'm gonna mount this camera. Hold up. So, I like the car, but the issue is I didn't even want to drive it because I didn't like how it felt. Like it was just small. Like this car don't feel small, but I did like the A6 Audi, and I've been in the A6 Audi before, so it was this and the Audi was similar. The A6 is kind of similar to a Passat on the body wise, so that's a car that I would be looking at. And then I kind of ran on Google real quick just to look at some other people who've had one and see how they did it up real quick, because I always, you know, being a car head, you always want to know what modifications you can slap on it real quick. This car was mostly family. The A6 would be family too, and I honestly can see myself getting an A6 a lot easier than I see myself getting the C300. And I don't really think the C300 is hard to get, to be honest, now that I'm like really thinking about it. But it's a lot for too little. You know, it's like this car, it's not really expensive, but it is. You know, it's about a dub. But at the same time, it's like, this car kind of small. I'm going the wrong way. So, I don't know. I mean, once they kind of told me, you know, what I already know, I try to go into the dealership acting like I don't know anything. And once they kind of admit to me what I already know about what they're going to give me for this car, and basically they're going to give me like $4 grand. The car got 68,000 miles on it. And I know, like you would know if you're from the hood, anything under 100,000 is a win. And it's like, no, I know I can get 6-7 grand for this car. You know, they're selling the car for 8 market price. That's what they're selling. Every dealer I found is selling this car for 8 at 70,000 miles. We're just gonna round it. So why would I cheat myself? The car is excellent. The payments are affordable, and I don't really owe much on it. Come on, guys, wake up. You know, so why cheat yourself? It makes no sense. You know. Oh, goofy. So I'm not gonna pull that trigger, man. That's not what I want. And I'm kind of glad that I'm waiting, because I just came into a little bit of bread, and it kind of makes me happy to be like, you know what? Wait, because in October you was gonna make a jump, but now you're able to take a smarter jump. So I'm gonna run this camera back and then I'm gonna explain that. Give me 1 second. So if you hear the air blowing, a little noise, I apologize, but it's hot. I got hot AC on. So like I said, you know, it's all about waiting till the right time before you pull that trigger. You decide what you're gonna do, if you're gonna make a money move or spend some more money, or, you know, whatever you got going on. You always want to check every option, everything available. And I didn't even want to drive the car, and that was way before he even, like, I ain't have to go in there and say nothing. I could have just went in there, let me see it, hey, let me drive it. Once I got in there and I saw how I felt, I was like, no, it just gave me that, I don't want to be in the car that long. And I remember when I got in this car, it was a 2017, and the 2017 and the 14, sunroof, screen, spoiler, you ain't missing nothing. If you already had cars that had all that, you ain't missing nothing. So I didn't care about getting a basic joint. I'm just trying to ride. This car was just business. Once I got in that car, man, I'm sorry, my thing keep moving. So once I got in that car, it didn't really do much for me. Though it was what it was, it didn't do nothing for me. It made me feel like, get out. It was just tiny. I was not feeling it at all. I put Chris back there, and I wanted to make sure, you know, his safety and he's comfortable and stuff like that. And that mug was just tiny. I just wasn't feeling it. So, you know, the A6 was, I already been in the A6. So once I sat in that again, I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is just like home. I can rock this. This is a slight upgrade, and this is nice. And it's got the Audi lights. It's pretty much like the car I'm in now, but it's just a little wider. You know, some 20s on that gonna look real. It's gonna look superb. You know, and the cool thing is I don't have to go get a car. That's the beautiful thing about it. I'm set up where I don't have to get a car. You know, my cars usually run me. My cars, all my cars, which I still got. You know, the Eclipse almost 300,000 miles. The Z's almost 200,000. Hell, the 9.8 is almost 200,000. You know what I'm saying? So when you have cars like that, you keep them for a long time. You know, I just thought about upgrading just to get out of it, to stay in something fresh. And I think I might just go back to the route of buying it and getting it at a cheaper price. I might go back to doing that because I'm familiar with that. I want to do the leasing thing, but I'm not think I'm ready to execute that yet. Or I haven't found a deal that's for me. But I probably will still rent an A300, even though I felt it was small. Like there's a 250 finna pass me right now, and they look good, but they kind of like them Lexuses, man. They look nice, but they tiny. And I know like this 5 Series that just passed me, the BMW, you still get that room, and you get that engine. You know, Mercedes, you get that style. You know, the A300 does have a girly feel to it. Once I saw it, I did go look at rim packages for that car, and there's none. Like, nobody's put wheels on it. And if they did put wheels on it, it wasn't really busting like that. It wasn't really doing all that. So I don't know. Car really wasn't doing all that. I looked at some more specs, exhaust, you know, kind of prep it up. It ain't doing all that. So I don't know. But just kind of concludes this one, man. This is a short vlog. I did go look at the car. I just can't really see it, you know. And I wasn't really tripping off the price. I was like, you know what, I'll make it work. If I want it, I'm gonna make it work. But when I got in the car, it didn't convince me at all. Like, oh, this is dope. Like, I didn't feel like I was doing something right. I didn't feel like I was upgrading. Like when I'm in this car, I feel good. We all can ride. Everybody comfortable. Everybody having a good time. It's beautiful. It's quiet. It's cool. It's an adult ride. When I got in that, I felt cramped and little. And like I said, I'm a big guy, but I'm short. Majority of cars I fit in, I ride in the Z and I ain't got no problems. But when I was in that mod, bro, I was not feeling it. So it is what it is. So I'll get back to y'all on the vlog, man. We'll talk a little bit more.